Happy day after New Year's Day here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Gotta keep my daily walks going, that's for sure. That's something that's not gonna change. In the year 2026, had like a little bit of rain earlier, as you can see. I'm not sure which way it's going. That's why I'm starting a little late, and I don't know if I'll be able to keep this live stream going or not. We'll have to see what the weather decides to do. It looks like it's blowing the other way. But, hey, bees popping. Welcome, my friend. Happy New Year to you. Same as always, man. Gonna be doing my walk. It was raining a little bit earlier, so I was just hanging out in my favorite coffee shop waiting to see if things would break a little bit. It's only like a small little system, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad, and I'll be able to get in my walking. Everybody's back to work, a little more active. I went walking yesterday on New Year's Day, but when I went walking into the city, it was like a ghost town. So yeah, it wasn't worth me doing a live stream, not much to see. But today I think it should be a little better, something more to see. But I hope everybody had a good New Year's. I don't know if anybody figured out your New Year's resolutions. One specific one for me is just to, improve the quality of the person that I am, try to be a better person each and every day. Bees popping again. Hey, my friend, bees popping. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful day also. Jason's here, says sup, Michael. Bees popping. Happy New Year, brother. Yeah, Happy New Year to all you guys. 2026 is kind of wild. 2026 to say that. Jason says, saw your New Year's Eve walk look fun. Yeah, it was fun. The fireworks were kind of interesting because we're actually sitting right here, and then they were launching them right here at the 2026 sign. So it was like you're leaning way back. There's the fast jet coming from Sikihor, I assume. But it's wild. They've already taken down now all these vendors down here. They'll stay for quite a while. But all the ones with the fireworks, they've already removed like all the canopies, and they just have the frames. They're already tearing everything down there. So that went kind of quick. And but yeah, into 2026, doing what I do best, and that's like one of my favorite things to do is to walk daily. But yeah, today feels a little more normal. Like I said, it was wild. Complete ghost town yesterday. A little more active today, definitely. Oh, that's so cool, Jason. Thank you for the 2026 gift. That's really cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate your generosity, but that looks really neat when it pops up on the screen. I actually see that. And we got Michelle is here. Hello, my friend. Yes, I totally agree. Great New Year's Eve video. Yeah, it was fun. Che actually never experienced something like that before. The fireworks in Dumaguete like that. I think that was her first time. And actually, it was kind of my first time too, because last year, New Year's Eve, we weren't down there at the boulevard for the fireworks. So it was definitely, it was a first experience for us both. But it was nice, like I said, seeing everybody come together, and it's different than in the States. Different culture, just more, I don't know how to explain it. It's just more of a community gathering here in Dumaguete with the fireworks. But yeah, as I get up here, like I said, I walked past the public market yesterday. it was all shut down, and rightfully so. Everybody should be able to enjoy their New Year's, you know, home with their family and not worrying about, you know, working or anything like that. But yeah, it was a ghost town for the most part. But I still did my walk. It was just, it's not the same. I kind of like being surrounded by all the action and stuff here in the city. Gives me much more to see, but yeah, much more active. Foolish Goon says, where is this? This is Dumaguete, Philippines. Welcome, Foolish Goon. Matthews Women says, have you ever played Donkey Daycare Dawn of Justice 4? Actually, I've never even heard of that. I assume it's a video game. I don't play video games here. I don't have time in the Philippines really to play video games. But I appreciate you being here. Max says, Happy New Year. Hey, Max. Lewis, I guess you probably heard that. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. Doing my daily walk. I'm retired here in the Philippines, Foolish Goon. I'm retired. Again, my name's Michael, from United States, born and raised basically in Pennsylvania. Majority of my life, with the exception of 2 years. I lived in Florida, and here I am living abroad in the Philippines, and I absolutely love it, enjoy it, and this is my new thing, walking and talking through my live streams. I walk every day, do about 10 miles a day walking, so I recently incorporated live streaming into my walks, and it's fun. I mean, I'd be walking anyway, so I might as well show everybody what I see. And like I said, new people that come to the live stream, maybe people have aspirations of coming to the Philippines, or even if you've already been here. I just like sharing my daily walks. This is my normal routine until some kind of trip comes up. Joseph says hi. Lewis says forgive me. Asher King says I live there. Where are the baddies at, says Arthur. I assume baddies as in the girls. I assume that's what you mean. You'll see them. I don't go tracking them down. I just walk everywhere, and just what I see is what you see. But I appreciate you guys being here. Happy New Year, Astral, Young Gerald. Which place is that? Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. Good afternoon, Kay Spitz. Thank you. Yeah, the fireworks were cool. Like I said, I've seen much bigger fireworks, but it wasn't so much the fireworks. It was just the people all coming together, and it was really, it's nice. I enjoyed it. Stayed up later than I normally do because I'm an early riser. But I still woke up early New Year's Day just because I'm used to it, but I was tired. I definitely didn't feel like myself. But see, all the fruit that they were selling all along here, they're not here. I guess that was only for a build up to New Year's. I think it was there from Christmas on, but yeah, they're all gone. You're going to go live there forever. Well, I'm living here for now, and in the immediate future, I have no plans to live anywhere else. And if I need to go home to the US, I can go home, but I have no desire to go there right now. But this is like the public market. Hey, Tim Johnson, welcome, Tim. How's your second day into the new year? It's business as usual. No slacking on my walking, and obviously no slacking right now on my talking. Dude on a roll says hello. Junior Rojas says, yo, where are you? Dumaguete, Philippines. Dumaguete, Philippines. Hans Ador says, is it cheap to live there? Well, compared to the United States, apartment rentals, house rentals, yes. It's significantly cheaper. And it all comes down to what your, hello, Happy New Year. It all comes down to your taste and like what's good enough for you if you'd ever consider living here. You can get super nice. It's gonna cost more, but it's still less than what I would pay comparing it to the US. Francesco says, how would you describe living there? I describe it as I'm happy as all can be. Mainly being is because of the people. That's what makes me most happy. The people, learning about a different culture, adapting to a different culture, just their whole lifestyle, how every day goes. You know, I lived in the US all my life. So everything was fast, fast, fast. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We need it now, we need it then. Here, it takes a little of adjustment when you first get here, but I don't know, for me over time, I just got used to it. And then it removes the stress, the urgency of needing everything right away. But I had to adapt at first. It didn't happen overnight. But then that removes the stress when you're not thinking about needing everything in a hurry. Hey, Fortune, how are you? Nice to see you, Fortune. Jason says 38 days to my next flight there. Yeah, that's exciting, man. I remember when I was counting down the days. And then before you know it, it came quick. But you can tell how much calmer it here is in the public market. It's not as it's active, but it's not as crazy as it was the days leading up to New Year's. I'm sure people. I mean, it's Friday here. I think if I got the day right. So yeah, it's definitely a little slower. Business as usual, but a little slower. I can ride my bike with no handlebars. That's pretty good. Get paiding. Government work resume Monday. Braveheart. Hello from Kentucky. Welcome, Braveheart. Lucy Anderson says, I'm new. What country are you in? Welcome, Lucy. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm from, again, my name's Michael. Born and raised in the United States. Lived majority of my life in Pennsylvania, with the exception of just about 2 years I lived in Florida. So now I live in the Philippines, and I walk every day. And I just recently started doing the walk and live streams just to show people what I see as I walk around. And this is the public market. I can go through there at some point. Actually, going through the public market today would be easy because there's not a lot of people. It's not as crazy. It's definitely, you see even some of these places are all closed. I guess they're taking an extra day off maybe. But yeah, it's busy today, but not like it was leading up to the new year. Definitely a lot slower. Pale Shelter says overpopulation. I think I've heard people say that the Dumaguete area might be overpopulated to an extent, but it doesn't bother me. I mean, I don't really notice anything that personally affects me when it comes to maybe overpopulation. Monday, all will resume again. All right, Fortune. So there you go. My master Fortune, Master Yoda, he always keeps it real. He's very experienced here in the Philippines. And I kind of thought something was going on. Like a lot of stuff were closed. But it's not bad. And like I said, I would be walking anyway. This live stream is just me killing two birds with one stone, sharing things with everybody. And I apologize if I don't see your comments or all the comments or any questions, because when I'm walking, I'm kind of paying attention to where I'm going. It's not too bad through here, but Francesco says, enjoy your live. Thank you for being here. Dude on Roll says, I have watched a few videos of Philippines and I see a lot of kids around in those videos. Do Filipinos like to make babies? Is that a cultural thing, or that they should have babies? I mean, it's family here. To my opinion, I guess it's like, the family values here are very high. So when you have a family, what do you want to do? You want to make children. So I would say that's perfectly normal. Compared to the U.S., where it seemed like they didn't want people making babies. It's kind of interesting, but that's the value. The core of the family is children and continuation of the family, if that makes sense. I wanted to go back here. I saw Bill Meyer says, good day. Bill says 8 above 0, not bad for weather. Yeah, it's in the 80s. Had a little bit of rain here earlier. Wasn't sure if it was going to blow over or not, and then it was going to impact me doing a live stream because it was pouring pretty good. And I was like, I've done lives a little bit in the rain, but not that hard. But welcome, Bill. Appreciate you being here. Eva Fonda vlog, good afternoon. Watching from Bohol. Yeah, I know where you are. Someday I'm gonna get to Bohol. At least go to Alona Beach. That's where I wanna go, Alona Beach. Sorry, Desert Mainer, didn't see my post. I'm gonna try and stop here for a second and go back. Again, it's hard for me to, Desert Mainer. Lived in Allentown for 6 years. I was born outside of Harrisburg. Mom grew up in Chester, back when Chester had meadows. LOL. Well, welcome, Desert Mainer. I like when I see people from Pennsylvania popping into my live stream. Again, my apologies if I don't catch you, but that was a good way to get my attention. But yeah, I'm gonna go down further into here, show you guys just more of where I walk through the city. Again, this is nothing compared to what it is. Usually you guys might think it's really chaotic, but it's not bad today. This is kind of easy walking for me, although even when there's a lot of traffic, it's not that hard for me. I've gotten used to it. You kind of feel your way around, if that makes sense. You just kind of go with the flow of traffic, which, like I said, this is nothing. Anybody that saw my previous videos leading up to New Year's, at this time, same time of the day, it was a lot more, I guess, crazy, as you guys would put it. But no, shadow ban, it's not India. Dumaguete, Philippines, shadow band. Lucy says tricycles are called tuk-tuk or something like that. I think someone said tuk-tuk or something like that maybe before. I just simply call them tricycles, but yeah, I think you're right. I've heard that tuk-tuk mentioned before. Bees Poppin says, same, I can't wait to see the creatures with the big eyes in Bohol. What creatures are you talking about with big eyes? Michelle says, like, comment, and subscribe, guys. It's free. Thank you. I appreciate that, Michelle. And again, any of you guys here for the first time, again, my name's Michael. I'm from the United States. Basically born and raised in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Lived the majority of my life in Pennsylvania. My most current address in the United States is in Pennsylvania, which would be Mechanicsburg area, central PA. And then I did live in Florida for almost 2 years, which is my preference of warm weather. If I were in the US, I'd still be living in Florida. But if I were still living in Florida or in the US, I'd still be working also. Tarsier, they call that here the big eyes. Hey, Graham, I see you, Graham. Like I said, guys, I apologize ahead of time over and over again. I don't purposely try to miss your comments. I'm looking kind of now, but I always leave it run to the bottom, because here's what happens. If I ever run into a situation where the signal goes crappy and it's lagging, if I'm trying to keep up with all the comments behind, it could be lagging and I don't know it. And usually the other people that are moderators will let me know, hey, Michael, it's lagging. So again, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Like I said, if I happen to glance down and I see your question or comment, I'll do my best to get it. But you guys don't need to see me. I like showing you what I see when I'm walking around. But yeah, see, like, traffic's kind of, you know, picking up a little bit here. Josh, hello, Josh. Thank you for being here, Josh. Giving a thumbs up helps the channel. I appreciate it, you guys. But yeah, just one of these. Tap on the screen if it's not too much to ask for. It does help a lot. I never realized how much likes can help, but it does help. Adam says, where are you? Dumaguete, Philippines, Adam. In Singoma, Thomas says, Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year to everybody. Jeff Johnson says, is there poverty there? Ah, yeah, there's poverty here. I mean, hell, there's poverty in the United States too. Unfortunately. But The biggest difference I see here with, in spite of that poverty, I see a lot of happiness here. I'm not used to seeing that. Uh, could it be that I'm a foreigner and I just get special attention? Maybe, but I've never felt more welcomed and accepted anywhere in my life but the Philippines. So don't gamble at the billiards. It's life or death. Or yeah, I don't play any pool anywhere. No pool. Lucy says, do you speak the local language or no English? Majority of them know English. The language, there's like many dialects in the Philippines. In other words, Fortune probably knows how many dialects there are. There's over 7,000 islands in the Philippines. Here, particularly, they speak Visaya. I know a little bit, but that's my New Year's resolution, is to learn the language a little bit better. But here we're like in the heart of Dumaguete City. Can't see the outside, but this is Lee Plaza. This place is normally crazy busy. Thank you, Fortune. Over 170, but there are languages. All right, there you go. See, he corrects me. He's my guy behind the curtain. He keeps me filled in on everything that's going on. Here's a question for you, Fortune. Oh man, Cool King Man with a 5. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Again, sir, hope you have a great year and so on. Be safe and God bless always. I greatly appreciate that, Cool King Man. Thank you so much for doing that. Again, humbled every day. Humbled every day that I have the support that I do. I'm simply just walking, hopefully inspiring other people to take a leap of faith and, I don't know, live outside of your comfort zone and take a chance in life if your situation presents itself. Again, you could have a family, you could have children, you could have maybe not the best health or financial reasons that you can't travel. So if you can't do that, then maybe my live streams will help bring you here as best as I can. John Vasquez, hello, sir. Castaway. Fortune says, their regions composed of a number of provinces. Provinces are like states in the USA. Under something, Pravato says, hey, dude, I'm new here. I'll donate 50 if you can put those Philippine girls down a man. I could probably talk to anybody, but I don't like to just do that. It's like a respect thing. Not that it would be disrespectful, but you'll see on occasion, I'll be walking around here. Filipinas will say hi. They'll make it known that they want to be a part of the live stream. So, yeah, I appreciate that offer, but I don't know if that's like really my speed to do that. What inspired you to go there? Lucy says, you know what? I'm a warm weather person first and foremost. So then I started searching tropical islands in the world. Well, Philippines was one of the locations that came up. So then when you type in Philippines in YouTube, well, everything under the sun pops up. So that's what got me interested. I started following other vloggers and getting educated by them. Then I reached out to some other people that were vloggers, sent them like comment questions, and then asked them, when I was getting serious about it, asked them for some insight. They were gracious and generous with their time to help me. And I'd already had a passport, so that part was taken over, or, was done with. Then they helped me, find a flight, and I just did it. But once you buy the plane ticket, you're locked in. Oh, what was my question? Fortune, I had just asked, how many inhabitable islands are there in the Philippines? Do you know that? You can say how many islands there are. I think there's like 7,400 something maybe, but how many of them are inhabitable? That was my question. All right, 7,600 plus. All right, and then how many are inhabitable? Russell says, hey, bud. Hello, Russell. Have you been to Batangas? Wife is from there, beautiful there, totally different from Ohio. Yeah, everything's totally different from Pennsylvania for me too. I've never been to Batangas though. There's so many places I hope to get to at some point. Not sure when it'll happen, but you know, it's kind of like one of those things, no rush. And at the same time, I tell people, I'm not rich by any stretch of imagination, so I can't just go out and buy plane tickets and fly here, fly there. Taking a boat is definitely less expensive, but all right, so only like 2,000 plus islands are inhabitable. DC says, what's your monthly budget? Well, yes, Barbara, I do like the food here. My favorite's chicken adobo, which I'm sure a lot of people say that, but I'm perfectly fine with Philippine food. But at the same time, I can also get American Western style food if I want it also. Not exactly some places you go to aren't, I guess, a duplicate, perfect replica of the American food, but my number one place to go here in the Philippines is Astoria. And I will always say it because I know the owner. Shout out to the owner of Astoria. His name is Richie. Restaurant is spelled Esturya. Love the food there. Every type of cuisine you can think of, you can get in Astoria and Dumaguete, Philippines. But let me go back to this question here that you asked DC about my budget. The only thing I can tell you about my budget is this. My apartment I have right now is a studio apartment. Has a kitchen, very small. It has a kitchen, double bed. I don't think it's a queen. If it is maybe it is a queen, but hot and warm shower, aircon, swimming pool on site, gym on site, tons of security on site, all that kind of stuff. I pay 24,000 pesos a month for my rent, which includes Wi-Fi also, and that can run 1,500 to 2,000 pesos a month. So basically, in USD, converting that over, depending on what the value of the dollar is here, it's $400 and maybe $7 or something like that a month. Show them a gas station before they have a meltdown. Okay. Let me see where I could, because I don't have to purchase gas, but I'm going to look for a gas station right now. Are people there friendly, says Soros. Oh my gosh. I can't say enough about the people here in Philippines, especially Dumaguete. Unbelievably welcoming. Never had any problems with anybody. No attitude, bad attitudes, nothing. They're simply happy. And I'm sure they're even happier because they see a foreigner here and they're like, probably feel honored that he's in our country and they like that. But they're so welcoming, so nice, friendly, say hi, smile. I've made so many local Philippine friends here that it's truly amazing. But I'm on my way to a gas station. Just so you guys know, the people asking for a gas station, I'm gonna show you a gas station. And yeah, they might even have the prices posted. I don't buy gas because I don't have a motorbike. Have you met Paul, the famous YouTuber there in Dumaguete? No, I've never met Paul. I don't know, Paul, what's his channel name? The only ones I've ever met here in Dumaguete is Philippine P, It's Me, which Corey and Raquel, Philippine Family Life with Leah, which I think they recently changed their name, but Gary and Leah, I know them as friends. I'm trying to remember who else. I think it's just those three are the ones that I've met. Vanessa, Happy New Year 2026. Vanessa, DC sent me the gift. See, I got to look at this is why it gets hard. I appreciate you, DC, sending me the gift. But I'm going to flip the screen. I'm on my way to a gas station. That's the first time anybody's ever asked me to go to a gas station, but Kay Spitz just sent me the 2026. That's beautiful on the screen. I see that. Thank you guys. I greatly appreciate that. Kill the Hive said, of course they're welcome when they want your money. They're born to grift. You're a walking. You know what, Kill the Hive? I have to disagree with you on that. Number one, I have a girlfriend right now and she's never asked me for a cent. I have to basically give her money for necessary things, but They're not all like that. And maybe you've been here and you've had a bad experience, and that's okay. Some people have a negative mindset maybe, but I've never had really any drama. A little bit. But you know what? That was a learning lesson for me. And you know what? I guess here's a story I like to tell. If you're growing up someday, let's just stay for the States. That's where I'm from, the United States. And you have dreams growing up someday that you want to marry a doctor. Does that mean the person that wants to grow up and marry a doctor because she wants to have a better life, does that make her a bad person, or like all she's after is money, or she's a gold digger? Maybe that's just what her expectations, what kind of life she wants. Now, ultimately, is having all that money going to make that person happy? I don't know. I mean, for me, I don't think you need that. I think having more money kind of almost like distracts you, and maybe you don't find all that happiness. But again, that's just one person's opinion. I don't see that from everybody here, and quite honestly, not that much. Again, are there people that have had bad experiences and been scammed? Of course. I'm sure they have been. It happens. But I don't put that label on. Just because one person had that experience, that doesn't mean they're all like that. And I'm not going to prejudge people, because that's, in my opinion, for me, if I just looked at everybody like that, then I'd probably be completely isolated, antisocial, and wouldn't want to talk to anybody. Gary says it's called Paul in the Philippines, Old Dogs. I think I know who he is, but I've never met him. But I think I know who you mean. And I think maybe I've seen him, but I never personally met him. I'm going to the gas station, just so you guys who asked me to go to a gas station. Adams says, I believe the motorcycles or the carts are called trikes. Yeah, trikes, tricycles. Yeah, right there, tricycle. Eva says balut is yummy. I haven't tried balut yet. I know I've been challenged to the balut challenge, but I haven't done it yet. Cool King Man says, if you ask me, I think Philippines is an awesome place to stay. That's the way I feel. Again, everybody is entitled to an opinion. Maybe I'll go through the public market way to cut through there to get to this gas station. Or I could go down this street by Quaison. There's many ways I can go, but I do know where there's a gas station. So I'm going to the gas station. Yeah, Jeff, yeah, thank you for answering that, Bill. Yeah, I am retired. I'm 55 years old as of April 6th this year. The only source of my income is my pension and savings. That's it. I don't think about Social Security, obviously, but the earliest that I'm eligible for it, which would be, I guess, what is it, 62, I think, then I'm definitely going to apply, take it at 62. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait till I'm older. What's the point? For me, anyway. It's different for everybody, but yeah, so for now, it's my pension and my savings, and that's it. DC says he's 62. Oh, well, you're saying the age 62. Gotcha. Let me flip this. Are there stop signs or not too many? Here in Dumaguete, I don't think there's any. That's not to say there couldn't be one hidden somewhere, but I don't think there's any. But I'm going to the gas station, just so you guys know. Now, Bacolod, they have street lights and gas stations and stuff like that. Honestly, I didn't feel as safe in Bacolod as I do here in Dumaguete. So a place that doesn't have street lights, I actually feel safer, which kind of is crazy. But Gary the Snail says, I'm retired. I'm 65 retired, and I thought of coming there several times. Gary, all I can say to you is just do it. The worst that can happen is if you don't like it. But if you can financially afford it and give yourself some time here, you can treat it like a vacation, or you can simply treat it as if you're living here and completely try to embrace the culture and see how you would like it enough to live here. Over across the street, that's Quaison Park. Quaison. I say Quaison because it only has one E, I think. But that's a park that's active. Yeah, Dumaguete Negros Oriental. London visitors. I gotta try Dumaguete. Yeah, come here. Like I said, again, I always tell people, you might not like it. I know plenty of people that come, foreigners that come to Dumaguete, and over time they don't like it. Me, I love it here. I think you just gotta find a place that fits vibes with you. That's not to say that over time I might go visit somewhere else and want to live there. That's always possible. This is a very old church. No stoplight in Dumaguete, YouTube extra talk. Yeah, like I said, no lights at all. I mean, I've never seen a sign, and I walk a lot of these streets a lot. Jesse says, what island? This is Philippines, Dumaguete, Negros Oriental, Dumaguete, Philippines. And I'm still going to the gas station. Yeah, that's a cathedral. Here, let me go back, Fortune. Hold on. Geezer, enjoy every moment. Geezer. Did you see a geezer? The only time I ever heard geezer is old geezer. But I enjoy every moment. Yeah. Yeah, that's St. Catherine of Alexandria. Glenn Boy says hi. No, DC, I have not been to Thailand yet. Hopefully, I mean, see a little of Bangkok, and then I wouldn't mind going to, what's it called? Wahine in Thailand. I would like to do that too. What the breakfast and lunch food? Are you asking personally what I eat for breakfast and lunch? Or, I mean, I'm pretty basic. I eat eggs, 3 to 4 eggs, a Angus beef patty or some sort of ground beef patty, and sourdough bread, calamansi juice, and bananas. That's my breakfast. It's a term of respect, top fellow. Okay, I got you now, London. The only time I ever heard geezer was old geezer, but I always just assumed it was with somebody that's old. But hold on, I'm almost at the gas station. Occupy Kinana, whatever, says, all teenagers over 21 think everyone is old. Keep on strutting. Yeah, I walk 10 miles every day. Now, I don't get all 10 miles in my live stream. Close. I think the most I ever did in a 2.5 hour live stream was like 8 miles. But I like to get 10 a day. So I knock out whatever I do here, check my mileage. Here's a gas station. I'm hoping they show how much it is. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they definitely do. I guess it's updated. But here's the gas station for people asking me about a gas station. It's showing, that's what it's showing here on the board. 52.70 pesos, 56.90 pesos on Unisys, so diesel. But yeah, there you go. There's your gas station. How are you? Happy New Year. Thank you. You too. Thank you. Hey, London, going to work, but subscribe. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you subscribing. Don't be a stranger either. Always come back and say hello. Appreciate what you add to the chat in my live stream. Without you guys, nothing's possible, but Happy New Year. But I bought stuff here before. It's been a while when I was down this way, but lots to get and see here. What brand and model of sneakers do you wear when walking? I love that question. My sneakers. Now, being that I walk a lot, I've tried many varieties of different sneakers, running shoes, because I wanted to see what was best. And I put a lot of miles, not only here in the Philippines, but before I got to the Philippines. My shoe of choice, after going through Nikes, Adidas, Asics, go on and on, whatever name, Hoka, you can go on and on. These are my brand choices right here. Brooks. The bottoms are what I love the most. The comfort's great, but it's the bottom that lasts longer. So many of the shoes, I don't even think Nikes are the most comfortable. They're like the most expensive, but I don't even think they're the most comfortable. I've been to the Philippines. It's awesome, good people. Yes, Jesse Lopez. Lucy Anderson says they do. So I hope that answers your question, Boxer. I feel like Brooks is almost like putting your shoe in a or your foot in a pillow, but the bottoms are they last long. And again, think about it, 10 miles a day on a pair of shoes. I'm surprised I get the life out of them that I do, but when I did Adidas, they wore down like really quick. Adidas are probably like, they probably lasted the least. I'm gonna cross here. But I'm gonna show you this place did somebody try to steal your phone in the Philippines? No, never. I mean, that's not to say someone hasn't wanted to maybe, but nobody's ever, I don't know, came close enough to steal my phone. I wouldn't like to see them try and do that, but this is a place a lot of people go to here, Melting Pot. They have sushi. I get chicken katsu burger. They got chicken teriyaki. They got lots of options in here, and it's not that expensive. So if you ever have a chance and you're in Dumaguete, there's 2 of these places, Melting Pots, to go to. I wanted to show you that place. And you know what, while I'm at it, I'm gonna show you this hotel. If you need a hotel that has a rooftop pool, now I can't show you the pool and stuff, but it's down this way. Oh, there are cops there. Yeah, there's cops. There's more security kind of guard like people everywhere. But no, there's cops. Usually the only times I see cops is when they're chasing someone down the street maybe that didn't have a helmet on or something like that. Bees Poppin says, I'm amazing, I'll have to try it. Yeah, it's good. Like I said, I can get a chicken katsu burger with fries, and it's like got cabbage and lettuce on it, cucumbers with the chicken, and some sort of like, I don't know, like a barbecue kind of mayo sauce for like 200 pesos. Josh must be leaving. Someone said goodnight to Josh. Josh says goodnight to Michelle. Michelle's saying goodnight to Josh. This is another place. I've only been here once, but it was good. Ichiraku is a Japanese authentic noodle. I had like soup and something else. I was with a friend that I had never been there before, so he basically told me what to get, and I liked it. It was some sort of soup and then some other kind of dumpling thing. But I'm gonna show you the hotel, DCCCO Hotel. I've showed this before, but hey Roy, good day mate, nice to see you. Jeff says, how big is that city? Honestly, I consider Dumaguete like a town when I compare it to places that I've been to, like in the US. Bacolod to me is more like a city, and obviously Manila, I'm sure, is definitely like a city. If Dumaguete is a city, it's a very small city, but this is the hotel on my left. I've stayed here several times. First, when I first got here, really. DC, they have a rooftop pool, buffet breakfast. It's a very new hotel. So, yeah, it's a nice hotel. So if you ever need a hotel, I recommend DCCCO Hotel. Buffet breakfast, swimming pool on the roof, good split air con. See, you can't see it, but right where that meets, the pool's right up there. Nice hotel, very nice hotel. You can find cheaper. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like $30-something a night, but you can find cheaper, you know, minus the pool, minus the buffet breakfast. Lucy says, yes, do a street live. The street food are mostly skewers. Yeah, I can handle the skewers. It was the dumplings and some of the other stuff I tried that gave me issues. Issues meaning gave me an upset stomach, and then I spent an evening and next day morning on the toilet, if you catch my drift. Dave says, where is he? Dumaguete, Philippines, Dave. But I can do a street food live sometime. I'll show you. I mean, I'm not going to eat it. Charlie says third world. I wouldn't say third world. Maybe some parts of the Philippines are third world, but I wouldn't say it's third world here. I see this place growing. I mean, I don't know. I've seen worse streets in the United States filled with potholes. But then again, some might be because they have snow and they have plow trucks destroying the pavement. But I don't know. I don't see third world here different. maybe a little more poverty, but I don't know. I don't see third world, but maybe I just don't know what third world is. Suzuki, that's a Yamaha shop, and I didn't know if that's what you're asking. You can get some at $200 or $300. What phone plan do you use, like USA based or Philippine? I did have T-Mobile. When I came here, I called, interestingly enough, I called T-Mobile before I came to the Philippines the first time. I said, hey, what kind of plan do I have to upgrade to have quality service here? I'm going to the Philippines. Well, interestingly enough, the call center was here in Philippines. I think she was in Manila. And she said, sir, the magenta, whatever plan you have is fine. I'm like, oh, really? She goes, yeah, you just turn on data roaming when you get to the Philippines. Well, when I got to the Philippines, it worked. But when you go to get on YouTube or anything that takes more data, it was terrible. So I ended up getting a smart eSIM card, and then I buy load data like everybody else does here in the Philippines. And I have unlimited 5G daily for like 26 pesos a day, which, if you know what 26 pesos a day is, it's not much. Whereas I thought I had a good T-Mobile plan in the US. I was paying $50 a month. Well, hell, I spend like less than 1,000 pesos a month for my very good service here. But if I go into a province or somewhere with not a lot of towers, I run into issues. It's good here in the city. It's great. But yeah, like that's why some people get into the whole Starlink thing, depending on where they live. And or as someone suggested, for me to get another cellular device, get another eSIM card, and somehow link two mobile devices together and have continuous streaming. I'm not sure how that works, but that's at least what somebody explained to me. All right, Cool King said Verizon worked okay. And again, T-Mobile, it worked okay. But when I go to YouTube, for instance, if I'd go to watch a video or a live stream, it wouldn't even load. I mean, it wouldn't even load. So then once I change the eSIM card, it's great. Like, you know, and then I can do live streams like I'm doing now, or I can watch other live streams. But I'm gonna go towards the water now. I know some people like when I go by the ocean, the water, another nice place that I go to. But I showed you the gas station. I never had anybody request a gas station, but there's a first for everything. So I'm gonna go through Quezon Park. Where are you at in the Philippines? Dumaguete, Philippines. Welcome, Yuppie Yup. Justin says, I haven't seen any road construction. I mean, there is some spots, but I never really see road construction for road repairs. I think one thing that probably, maybe they do, I've never seen it happen, but a lot of people say when it rains a lot, the drains overflow and stuff like that. I'm just guessing, I don't know. Maybe the drains are too small, but I would say maybe the drains are full of debris. It could be leaves and all sorts of stuff. So when that's just all backed up, it all just flows into the street. So sometimes I wonder if that's what it is. The time is 1:53 p.m. Friday, January 2nd, 1:53 p.m. Eva, she was doing, running some grocery errands, Eva vlog, yeah, she's running some errands. And she can't walk as much as me. Remember, I'm like a walking fool. Fortune says we're in Leyte, yup. Fortify Gaming says, oh my God, I'm right behind you. I'm not falling for that, although you probably would force me to look behind me anyway. I've been tricked before. Lucy Anderson said, this is a great live. Welcome, Sincere Soul. I miss Sincere, wait a minute. Sincere Soul says, I finally caught a live. Welcome, Sincere Soul. Yup says, where are you? Dumaguete, Philippines. Jeff said, the construction. I love all the trees out there. Yeah, sometimes trees can be not my best friend. Reason being is that sometimes, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Sometimes what I was saying about the trees. What? Yep.
You're a blogger?
Oh yeah, it's called Castaway Drift. Castaway Drift. All right, thank you. But yeah, the trees can sometimes cause interference with the live stream. I think I should be okay, hopefully, going through here. But yeah, sometimes the trees are my enemies. Yeah, I'm kind of like in the center, but now I'm going towards the water, the ocean, the boulevard, which is a very popular place. You can meet people there, the vendors there, karaoke's there. Not so much right now, it's still early. Most people don't come till later in the evenings. And you know what, Pure Alaska, I need to take care of you. You've been coming here and supporting me. Hello, Pure Alaska. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome, Pure Alaska. I hope you had a good New Year. I think the last time I talked to you, we were talking about not having to, you didn't want to go out. It was like minus 60. I think you said in Alaska, minus 60. Fortune says 140K. I wish I knew what you were answering. He's answering other questions. Leave him alone. Oh, God. Sorry. Where is more exciting? Matt Jacobs says. U.S. or Philippines? I'm more excited here in the Philippines. A lot of it's probably due to something new, different culture, but it's the people here. I continue to say, and I can't help it, I've never been anywhere in my life where I felt so appreciated, so welcomed, and just I'm humbled by people having less here, and they're so happy. Whereas so many people, at least in my experience back home, they have a lot. They have a lot of temporary happiness, and then all of a sudden they're miserable after that week of buying a new whatever they bought. I'm happy to wake up every day. I'm fortunate and blessed to wake up every day to majority of time sunshine. I like wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and it's exciting to go out every day. It's exciting to even do these live streams. What's the saying? It's more fun in the Philippines. Agree. Yup. I agree. I have fun. There's so much more for me to even see. I haven't even, as I've said, I haven't even scratched the surface yet. And I'm simply happy, just like, my normal day, nothing planned, is getting up, doing some routine exercises in the apartment, having my coffee, mushroom coffee in the morning, breakfast, and then heading off and going out walking and getting my miles in and just people watching, meeting people, introducing myself, and just living life and being happy. And when I get to get near this water, that's one of the other best things I love. I love the sight of the ocean. I prefer to swim in the ocean, but having an ocean, that's why I like living in Florida. I just feel a connection when I have an ocean nearby. This is the boulevard. There's Eva Air from Toronto to Cebu. Yup, says this will be my second time these in less than 6 months. That's great to hear. Russell says it's best here in Vegas. I can't argue that Vegas isn't a lot of fun. I probably need a lot more money to be happy in Vegas. And that's what I like about here in the Philippines is there's a lot of beauty. The people are amazing. And I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. And again, if I was still living in the U.S., I'd have to be working at 55. I wouldn't be able to do this. So that's my choice. I wanted to get off the grind now, enjoy my life, because tomorrow, in my opinion, is not promised. Regardless of how healthy you are, you just don't know what to expect. I try to do all the right things, eating the right things. And, I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, and I exercise a lot. Get sunshine, and hopefully that allows me to enjoy this longer than maybe I would. 80,000 there, you are a millionaire. Yeah, basically. Yeah, you could be a millionaire here on 80,000, that's true. Russell said, it was unhidden. I don't know what happened. Janet sent the one. Thank you, Janet. I'm seeing them pop up. I apologize. Ende Che's here. Beautiful place. Yeah, there's some people down there fishing, swimming. I like it here. This is a boulevard where people come to walk. It's not the most beautiful thing you ever see, but it's not the worst thing you ever see either. Like I said, nothing's perfect. Chloe said, just popped in. Where are we? Dumaguete, Philippines, Chloe. Dumaguete, Philippines. Fortune said, if you go to Manila, then you, so fast. Then you go to Manila, you can do the domestic to Dumaguete. The thing with Manila is the airport chaotic. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people, they all recommended that I go to Cebu. And that's what I ended up doing. I went through Cebu instead by the recommendation of other more experienced people because they just wanted me to have a better traveling experience. And they felt like going into Manila airport would have been too chaotic for me. Janet sent another thank you. I see that pop up, Janet. You guys are quick. I appreciate that so much. You guys humble me all the time. Yeah, these are just tarps I'm under. Pure Alaska, be excited to become a member. Wow, that's awesome, Pure Alaska. Thank you so much for that, Pure Alaska, Janet. You guys are just, I'm humbled each and every day. Blessed, actually, to be able to share my walking experiences with everybody. But thank you so much, Pure Alaska. Adopt a pet to make you more relaxed. Yeah, a pet could help. I wouldn't have time for a pet. The only time I'd have time for a pet is when I'm walking, which is a lot. I'd be good with a dog. A dog would probably love me, or maybe I'd tire the dog out. I don't know. But yeah, definitely a dog would be good for someone like me who's walking. Dixon says, yeah, sorry, Fortune, just my experience, LOL. I'm trying to, are there nice beaches there? Russell, there's nice beaches. The nicest one I know of, you have to go to Darwin, which is like a 20 to 25 minute motorbike ride, or you go to the port here, you get on a fast boat, speedboat, 30 to 40 minutes across to this island here, which you barely see with the clouds. Sikihor Island, beautiful beaches, waterfalls, stuff to go over there. Cebu is right behind, that's Cebu. And then I think if you go down past Sikihor, you can go to Bohol in 2 hours on the fast boat. So the closest beaches to here aren't necessarily right where I'm at. You have to go a little bit. Chloe says, do I live there? Yes, I live here, Chloe. I decided that. I came to the Philippines. I always tell people I came to the Philippines in July of 2024. I was only supposed to stay for 2 months. I ended up extending my stay because I could do it. Financially, I had the money and I wasn't working. So it's almost like perfect timing for me is kind of what happened. And my first 2 months were more or less like a vacation. Then I was like, okay, let me see if I can live here on a full-time basis. So then I lived here. I rented an apartment, got smart, saved money, and just started learning about the culture, embracing the culture, and that's kind of how things went. And as I was here and experienced it, I was like, okay, I think I could live here. And then needless to say, I didn't go home to the United States back until March 17th of this year. Went back, sold my car, had already gotten rid of my house previously, got rid of a lot of clothes, donated them all to Salvation Army, just got rid of a lot of stuff. And it was very easy to do it. It's kind of embarrassing though, because I saw how much junk I accumulated, all this stuff, and I don't want anything anymore. Enough clothes to change into a week, and underwear and socks and that kind of stuff, and I'm simply happier with less. And then that's how I basically decided, you know, I was like, okay, I can do this. And I'm so glad that I did because I love it here. Janet Boyd she even became, wow, that's awesome, Janet. Thank you so much, Janet. I gotta thank you. I greatly appreciate that. You know, the membership. I know the membership has like more perks and stuff like that. I'm basically fairly new. Usually through memberships, you know, you make certain videos for members only. At some point, you know, I'll get to that. I'm definitely gonna have to make more videos when it comes to places that I travel to and stuff that are more interesting. For the live streams right now, unless I would just have like a private live stream, I don't have that many members yet, so it would probably be me and like 10 of you guys at the most. But hey, you got to start somewhere, and I greatly appreciate you becoming a member. Janet Boyd also, that's really awesome. I greatly appreciate that. And you're green, Janet. Now see, Janet, when you become green, I can make you a moderator on here, but then it changed your green to blue. And some people don't like it when they're a member and they're changed to blue. So if you're happy being green, I'll leave you green as a member, because if I make you mod status, which I think you deserve it, it would make you blue. K-Spit says you're doing pretty good right now. I appreciate it. I'm gonna end up cutting up through here, back through the city, but this is the boulevard. Like I said, they've already taken down a lot. They were selling fireworks, if anybody's new here. Tons and tons of fireworks underneath, like those canopy tent-like things, up until the New Year's Day. Don't underestimate a private audience with 10 good people. That's true, Chloe. That's true. That's very true. I just like, trying to keep it real and let people know that, like, I'm simply this Michael, and growing my channel, blessed every day to be able to grow my channel, and thankful, because without you guys, this channel wouldn't be worth it. But again, for me, if I can motivate or inspire at least one person to take a leap of faith and get out of their comfort zone of wherever they live in the world, and they have an opportunity to come to the Philippines, I'm just gonna be me, and maybe I'll motivate and inspire somebody else the same way I was motivated, inspired to come here. And I'm so glad I did. Best decision I ever made. Happy as all can be. But I've eaten at this place before, Chin Long. It's good food. Che and I have eaten here before. Chin Long, very popular. Hello. And then you got Sans Rival. I don't eat cake. I don't eat a lot of sugar stuff. But if you're into cake, this is a popular place, Sans Rival. You should have seen the line here New Year's Eve. It was the whole way wrapped around, people waiting to get their cake order. Gomer says, is this Palawan? No, that's somewhere. That's my number one on my list is Palawan, though. I hope to get to Palawan someday. Chloe says, will you talk about what was so great about there that caused you to make such a drastic decision? Chloe, it was the people and the weather and the nature, places you can see, just a different culture. That's what excited me so much. But people first and foremost, how welcomed I was felt here by everybody. Meeting new people, getting invited to Christmas parties, employee Christmas parties only. I was recently invited to this friend of mine. She recently had a baby. The baby's gonna be getting christening soon, and she invited me to the christening. I mean, it's just stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like I never expected to be so welcomed and feel like I'm a part of a family here. It's just very different. And I'm glad I came here. I truly love it here a lot. And I'm just inspired and happy every day. That hasn't gone away. Of course, the cost of living, yes. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't probably, less expensive. And then I'm fortunate to have a pension and savings to contribute to that. And then, some people always ask me, are you, whatever YouTube does, that's great. I'm not including that into my budget numbers. Whatever becomes of that, good or bad, I don't care. It's humbling, so far with my YouTube channel, but ultimately it's not gonna make or break anything about what I'm doing here. Like I said, if I can just inspire other people to come to the Philippines, I feel like I'm winning in life on top of everything else. Yeah, it's cheaper too. Yeah, it's like, I'm happy with what I can get here. It's like, I feel like I'm on a vacation every day. It feels like a Friday every day. That's why a lot of times I forget what day of the darn week it is. Are prices in Dumaguete comparable to Manila? I don't know about. I couldn't answer that. Is it possible that Manila might be more expensive here than Dumaguete? Maybe bigger city, prices are higher a little bit. I'm not sure. I can't answer that. I've never been to Manila. I haven't even flown in there. I've been to Cebu, but for a short period of time. But that's Lee Plaza over there. That's a popular place where people shop. If you have a motorbike here, good luck finding it. I always joke about that. OPK says, Salamat po. Thank you for being here. Happy New Year to everybody. January 2nd here in Dumaguete, Philippines. McGee says, greetings. Lynn says, hey, I like your videos. I would love to. Looks nice there. People treat you really nice there. How good could you live on $1,200? You'd be fine on $1,200 a month. As long as you, like I said, you could live on $1,200 a month. You can find apartments just as nice as mine or nicer for less than what I pay, for less than $400 a month. It just depends on where you want to live. How nice of an apartment do you need or want? You know, separate wants from needs. I'm not in my apartment much, so I didn't really want anything super great. I could probably find something less expensive if I wanted to. But right now, I just chose the convenience with a swimming pool and a gym. Tanner Holston says, hello. Is that right now? I'm in bed where I am. Yeah, it's 2:11 p.m. in the afternoon, Dumaguete, Philippines. But kick back and enjoy. I'm just walking through the Philippines. I might as well show you guys. I always show people where the Dumaguete, the immigration office is. It's right up here. It's kind of hidden, but rule of thumb, Unitop on the corner. This is Greenwich Pizza. You remember these two places, and then you just walk up here. Hello, Carl from Philippines. Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year, Carl. Janet says Happy New Year to Carrie. I don't know. From McGee says from California. Welcome from California. Our prices, I'm trying to split. K Spit says, I get it. Can't even trust a neighbor here. Sounds like fireworks going out of that muffler. Gwen says, glad you're happy. Cool King says, Mr. Cass, thank you for the live again. Happy New Year and God bless always. Gotta go for now, but see you soon, everyone. Aloha. Thank you, Cool King, for visiting from Hawaii. That's really awesome of you. That's great. Oh, Rock's from Pittsburgh. My mother was born and raised in Pittsburgh. See that? Go down to the end of this hallway. This is where immigration is. So you always just look for this particular little thing, Royal Stitch, and then, but the hidden hallway, like an alleyway, you got to go clear to the end of the hallway, and that's where immigration is. Chloe says, yeah, it's a dangerous world here in the States. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's always interesting, not you in particular, I'm just saying when people just talk about me being in the Philippines being dangerous, or could be potentially dangerous. It's dangerous everywhere in the world. You just got to be smart. You know, I'm not saying to have your head on a swivel, but like just always be aware and pay attention to your surroundings and make the most of every day because tomorrow's not promised. That's kind of the way I look at it. Open video game shop, bro. You can be rich. Yeah, I don't know about opening any businesses here, but I have heard people talk about video games. Because when I told them I had a PlayStation 5 back home in the US, they said, oh, you should have brought it with you. Somebody would buy that. And you're right. Dimple says, you walk so fast. You want me to slow down, Dimples? Hello, Dimples. You want me to slow down? Hey, hello. Happy New Year. Carrie Sloan with a thumbs up. Harry says, welcome, bro. Well, thank you for the welcome. I love it here. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it here. My New Year's Carrie Sloan was just perfect. Not too much, not too little. With Che, went into the new year with my girlfriend, watched the fireworks, and just took it all in and embraced just the way they do things here. Perfect for me. I loved it. Yeah, they still have jeepneys. I don't see them as much here in Dumaguete. I did see more jeepneys in Bacolod. It's definitely more tricycles here. Dimple said, where's your wife? Well, correction, she's not my wife. She's my girlfriend. She was doing some grocery shopping, doing her thing, Dimples. I'm a crazy walker. She doesn't do as much walking as me. She would be exhausted by now if she was with me. I get it. I'm used to it. I do a lot. This would be very new for her, doing this much. Thank you. I always like it here too. The tricycle drivers, when they see me, they know I'm vlogging. They slow down for me and wait until I go. I just think that's so nice. Very courteous, it's just nice. One like that in Bacolod. I would fear for my life crossing the street. NPEC Salate says Jollibee. Yeah, the infamous Jollibee. Vasuji says hi. Yes, Philippines. It's Dumaguete, Philippines. Oh, Stone Cold. Sorry I didn't see you. And then Darren's here also. Hey, Michael. Happy New Year, mate. And you're a beautiful Filipino. Hey. You want to say hi?
Hi. Welcome to your job.
Yeah. Thank you. See you. Yeah, a friend of mine. Somebody I know. Yes, thank you, Darren. And Stone Cold, I'm sorry if I didn't see you. John says, hello, friend. Do you have a Filipino girlfriend? Yeah, I have a girlfriend. Jeff Johnson, someone asked this, maybe, I forget who asked about a Dairy Queen. I don't think there is one. The only other place I think there could be is in Robinson Mall, but I don't think there's any Dairy Queen here in Dumaguete. Yes, I walk everywhere in the Philippines. I walk everywhere. I see you do a lot of walking, which is good for you. Yes, I'm a walking fool. I do at least 10 miles a day. No kidding, no lie. Yes. I worked up to it. I've been doing a lot of walking for years in the United States, even before I came to the Philippines. I'm even more motivated now because, let's face it, when I lived in Pennsylvania, I had 4 seasons to deal with. I did go walking in the winter, but sometimes I just couldn't walk as well. I mean, snow, ice, all that stuff. I know the wind. Don't look who's behind you. I can check. You guys are funny. Darren says, don't blink with other field. Darren, that's a friend of actually Che's. I think her name's Jenilyn, something like that. That's actually a friend of ours. But I got you. Maybe I'm gonna go towards the mall because I have to end up going to the mall anyway. Maybe you guys would like it if I go to the mall. You'll get to see, we'll see what it's like the day after New Year's, but the malls here, they remind me of way back in time when the malls in the States used to be busy and packed with people. They don't have a lot of people here in the malls in the US. Everybody shops online. Being in a mall here makes me feel like I'm in the 80s, back in time. Gwen says, yes, please. All right, I'm going towards the mall. So if anybody asks or want to know what I'm doing, so you don't have a protruding belly, Michael. Here's my, I don't, and that's another thing. I care. Like I said, I'm a health nut, but no protruding belly. That's an interesting I've never had anybody ask me that before. All right, we're gonna go to the mall. Robbie says hello Robbie. Oh my God, it's busy for after the New Year, says Darren. Yeah, I mean it's okay. I've seen a lot worse. I've definitely seen a lot worse, but I like it though. The more the merrier for me. I like the whole abundance of people. I don't usually mess with live feeds, but this is neat. Thanks for sharing. Well, I appreciate that. Very nice comment. Very kind words. I just share my daily walks with people. Is this Japan? Anonymous. No, this is Dumaguete, Philippines. Although someday I'd like to go to Japan. That's one country that's number one on my list to visit outside the Philippines. I always tell people is Japan. Dumaguete, Philippines. Yeah, not Cebu. Close to Cebu, but not Cebu is not where I'm at. Robbie says, "Wee." Yeah. Sometimes when people say, "Michael, do you own a motorbike? What's your transportation?" I say, "My feet." Thank you, Timothy. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just being me. Killing two birds with one stone. Walking and doing a live. Hopefully the signal, I don't have any issues going to the mall. I know a couple times I did run into slight lagging a little bit, but that's just a fair heads up. Darren says, "I love peace and quiet as I'm an old fart." That's all right though, Darren. I don't know how much peace and quiet you're getting right now, but I need to get around. Hold on. Fun fact, the Philippines has over 6,000. Actually, I think it's over 7,000, Josh. I think it's over 7,000. I think someone one time told me it was like 7,400 and something. For whatever reason, that sticks into my head. Art Park says, "Hey, Michael and Che, how was your New Year's Day?" It was great. Oh, okay, 7,107. There you go. I have to remember 7,100. But again, if you're new to my live stream, my name's Michael. Born and raised in Pennsylvania, United States, all but 2 years, and I lived in Florida. And now I'm living abroad here in the Philippines, Dumaguete, Philippines, Negros Oriental, and I love it here. And taking you guys to the mall, because I have to go that way anyway, but it's always risky for me to go to the mall because of the signal. Sometimes right through this one section always gives me problems, but maybe I'll get lucky today and the lagging won't be much of an issue. So El Loco says hello. Hello, El Loco. Timothy said, "Sounds like good fishing." Is that a pirate coin? No, this is, I don't know if you can see it, but Saint Michael the Archangel. That's who's on there. Saint Michael the Archangel. That's who my mother named me after. She told me that ever since I was a kid. She named me Michael after Saint Michael the Archangel, so that's where I'm. But yeah, no pirate coin. Dimple said you're getting tan now. Yeah, a little bit. I'm starting to blend in a little bit. I got the Filipino tan. Ibuk Kurtefur Negros Oriental. Yep. DMC says, "Awesome. Well, you said you lived in Florida for 2 years." Yeah, that's where I'd be. If I was living in the U.S., I would eventually be making my way back to Florida. But again, if I was living in the U.S., I'd still be working. So really, I'd rather live here, go see other islands, go see Palawan, El Nido and all over there and see stuff that don't get me wrong, I love Florida, but I don't think Florida can compare to Palawan. I don't even know if it compares to Boracay. I haven't been to either one of those places, but if you watch videos on there, it's absolutely beautiful. And I can afford to retire at 55 here, and I'm pretty darn happy, I must admit. No acting, just me. Just living my life, being happy, sharing it with you guys, and maybe I inspire somebody else. Yes, Chinolas. This is Dumaguete, Philippines. Yeah, you can't compare. There is none, no. As much as I love Florida, again, I'd still be working to live in Florida. Now, Palawan, El Nido is by no means, I guess, cheap, shouldn't be thrown around so easily. It is a little more expensive to live in Palawan, but still, in the grand scheme of things, cheaper overall. Yeah, Dumaguete is another place I've heard is very nice. I haven't been there yet. I know it's a lot cooler. I guess you're kind of in the mountains. The only thing I don't like about, well, I haven't been there, but I don't like the idea in Dumaguete. You're pretty far away from water. You're pretty far from the ocean, aren't you? I think, Dumaguete. I need somewhere like here, or somewhere that's close to the ocean. I need to be able to see it in my daily walks. Something about the ocean just, I don't know, inspires me. And when I don't see the ocean, I feel disappointed. And that was kind of how I felt when I was living in Bacolod. Dimples, what did Dimples say? Carrie Sloan, Dimples said, may I ask, I haven't been to Robinson's yet. I don't like to ride Tok because of overpricing. Where should I stop when I ride a bus? I'll go there this month. I haven't been to Robinson's. I don't like to ride because I overpriced. And where should I stop when I ride a bus? I guess the best place to stop, I mean, I'll be going past the bus station that comes in the Dumaguete that's closest to the Robinson Mall. You can actually walk. So I'm going to be going past that if that's what you're asking. The main Robinson Mall where I'm walking to now is actually right near the bus station that brings you in the Dumaguete. I can show you that. I'm on my way there. Oops. Someone said, am I working in the Philippines? No, I'm retired. The only work I do, which it's fun work to me, would be YouTube. Yeah, Jeff, when it comes to, even if they're worse, there's some, like, you can see there, like, the street says Santa Rosa Street, and then the other way, this street is faded. I can barely read it. Perdices Street. They do have street signs, but when it comes to street names and stuff like that, I'm like, what did I do in the States? I'm a landmark guy. I never knew street names. Very seldomly do I memorize, for whatever reason. I just didn't care to memorize street names that much. I was always, make a left here, make a right at McDonald's, go straight, make another right, go through 3 street lights. That's how I kind of would, go about traveling, exploring and walking. I was not very good with street names at all. Only sad part, you can't never fully own property unless you are, well, yeah, unless you get married or something like that. But you know what? I think that's kind of good. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think it would be right for anybody just to come here and buy up all the land. I don't know if I'd like that. I think it's better, like, hey, if you're a foreigner and you want to own land, you got to be married to a local. I kind of agree with that, because a lot of people here can't afford stuff. So I don't know. I just couldn't imagine a bunch of foreigners buying up all the land. I don't think that would be right, but that's my opinion. K Spitz landmarks. Carrie Sloan says, hey, Michael, have you ever thought about maybe in a part-time job there for shits and giggles? You know what, though, Carrie, it's the YouTube thing. If that starts becoming more and more, you know, and then I start working, getting videos incorporated as well, that takes time. Obviously, live streams are less because you don't have any editing involved. And we're getting close to the area that it might lag here. So guys, if there's any lagging, you can jump ship, but usually the signal comes back. But it was always right through this part where I had issues, which I don't know why, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Hey, that's called corner of walk and don't walk. I just blend in with everybody. I don't think anybody really stops ever, whether they're walking or on a motorbike or on a car. It just keeps flowing. I'm the same way. Look for landmarks, LOL. I think I said that right. Yeah, landmarks. If you're looking for landmines kind of go boom boom. You step on them. But hopefully the signal stays good. Yeah, and that's part of what I thought maybe caused the interference on my live stream before, is these power lines. I haven't been to Minamar yet, Gwen. Yeah, so again, I'm giving you guys the heads up. I hope I don't start lagging, but if anybody sees lagging, just send me a message and just say spinning so I know. But it comes back. It might not connect right away, but the live stream should return if I get kicked off. It happens. Yeah, it looks like spaghetti. The first time my father ever saw those, he said, are those power lines above your head? When I was talking to him on video chat, I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh my goodness, that can't be very safe. Probably not, but I'm not an electrician, but for somehow, some way it works. It'd probably be better if they were underground, but like everybody, but that costs money. And I don't know if they have the money or the manpower to start putting power lines underground. But I'm coming up not too far from the bus station, and then after that is the mall. Holy crap, look at all those wires. Yeah, let me get around this truck. I have to go behind him because I don't want to go in front of him if he's trying to creep out and get out. I'd hate to find a faulty wire. Yeah, I agree with you. But again, how's the signal? I guess it's okay. Is the video quality going down at all? Or is it still okay? All right, Janet's thumbs up. Come to me all paralyzed. Still okay. Well, that's good, because I think at least one time before it started going bad on me right there. So maybe I'm just getting lucky, or they improved something, or I don't know. This is good because I don't have much further, because down here is the bus station. That'll be good for Dimples. I laugh when you call yourself Dimples No Tooth, but I'm just gonna call you Dimples too, because there's another Miss Dimples. She lives in Palawan. I haven't seen her. She's probably busy for the holidays. But I'll be able to show Dimples to the bus station, and you can walk right from the bus station to the mall, Robinson Mall. What times do you usually stream? About to pass out, 1:30 a.m. I'd like to watch another time though, if I can catch it. Hey, N Picks. Normally, I don't know where you're from or where you live, but you're saying 1:30 a.m., so that's got to be East Coast in the U.S. That's got to be East Coast. So normally around the same time. If you're 1:30 now, sometimes 11:30, it would be 11 p.m. your time, midnight, usually around there. That's about the time. Oh yeah, another gas station. Yeah, I did go past that. That's right. Gas station number 2. I should have looked at the gas prices, just for curious. All right, North Carolina. I love North Carolina. That's a nice state. Nags Head, North Carolina. Been there before. So yeah, just the time for the East Coast people. Yeah, it's normally would be 10 at night for you, 11 at night, sometimes midnight. But if I get rain or something like that, sometimes I delay it because I do all my live streams outside walking. Yeah, right here through here, you're gonna see all the insane power lines. But here's the bus station. J. Will, Dumaguete, Philippines. So here's the bus station for Dimples. This is the bus station right here. And then you're gonna realize how close. So when you come out of the bus station, you get dropped off. You wouldn't, like I said, you wouldn't need a tricycle anyway. You come out of the bus station and you just, well, you would be facing this way. So you'd wanna make a left. Maybe your phone is getting used to it now. But yeah, there's the bus station for anybody who's curious. You get off the bus, you go right up here and I go right into the mall. I probably have to I have a backpack on too. I'll probably have to take my backpack off when I go into the mall so they can just scan it or check it. Usually they're pretty good about that. But I'm just surprised the signal. That all good as long as it works. All right, Carrie, yeah, you're on the East Coast as well. Fascinating Facts says, at Castaway. Hello, Fascinating Facts. I see that pop up on the screen. Location is Dumaguete, Philippines. Again, anybody, I'm walking. If I don't see your comment or question, I apologize in advance. Kissing the Dreams here. Hello, Happy New Year again. Happy New Year to you, Kissing the Dream. Thanks for checking in. But what's your network anyway? I use Smart eSIM card. Smart eSIM. It was either Smart or what else would I use? Globe would have been another one. I think there's even a third one, but I just went with Smart. Everybody basically here said they're all virtually the same thing. Happy New Year, Fascinating Facts. Happy New Year to you too. So far, so good. January 2nd into the new year and everything's going fine. Still happy, still living the dream, doing my daily walk with you guys. Almost at the mall. Yeah, I guess this is more, I wouldn't say this is like the tourist side of things. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is the tourist side other than the mall. Because then you continue down this way and it takes you to Banilad. I'm just keeping my eye on the signal because it's showing, instead of 5G, it's showing LTE. Yeah, a lot of bikes. A lot of bikes. I mean, this intersection up here is crazy. You wonder how they all get through that. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on traffic. Again, if I miss your comment or question, I'm not purposely doing it. I'm just trying to get you guys to the mall. Plus, there's aircon in there, so I'll be able to cool off a little bit. Well, yeah, wait, like I said, this intersection up ahead is crazy. But it works. They somehow figured, I mean, and this is nothing right now. This is nothing, but it's like they all kind of know, wait their turns and kind of yield somehow and just, they make it work. I don't know about the humidity, Jeff. I mean, it's subjective. For me, I'm just like a heat nut, I guess. There's a little bit of a breeze here. I think maybe living closer to the water helps with that. But yeah, I'm going into the mall here. This is Robinson's Place. And it's funny too, when I get in the mall, the 5G works really good, which is weird. How are you, sir? How are you doing? Thank you. Now we're in the mall. And it's still LTE. Oh my gosh, it feels good in here. Kissing the dream. People that aren't so... What's the temperature? I think it was like 86 degrees, something like that. How's the picture quality here in the mall? Is it all right? The video okay? It's good to the... All right, not bad. It's going, it's clear. Okay. Recording live is good. I've seen you on Grinder. I don't even know what is Grinder. Stone Cold took care of it. I don't even know what that is. Probably something like, this is Robinson's Mall. There's a grocery store in Robinson's Mall. Crystal clear here. Well, that's good. You never know what you're going to get in the mall. I definitely don't connect to the Wi-Fi here because that would not be good for me. But see, the difference, like I said, these malls are like, for me, I don't remember seeing this many people, and I don't even consider this busy. I've seen worse, but I don't think it's that bad here. Jane Luna says, I know, I live in the mall. Yeah, most of them have closed. Like, so yeah, Dimples number 2. You get off that bus in the bus station, this is where you go to get to the Robinson's Mall. Oh, cool. It's actually even 5G in here, which I'm surprised. Yeah, I would say it's comfortable. It's not, jammed. There's a KFC. I remember someone asked me if there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken before. So there is that here. I'm just looking for a Dairy Queen. I don't think there's one here. I'm just surprised it's 5G. I'm liking a lot of things in English. I could make Dumaguete work. And that's a big part why people, well, Philippines in general, I think a lot of people speak English. Papa, are there any SM malls? No. When I lived in Bacolod, there were SM malls there. There's SM Mall, and then there was Ayala Mall also. If you're into going to somewhere that has a lot of big malls, I could recommend Bacolod. I lived in Bacolod for 4 months. I'm gonna go up the escalator. Some of the name brand stuff, honestly, I don't buy anything, so it's hard for me to answer. Like you said, is it cheaper, random? I don't really buy anything. Like, I'm just so detached from, as long as I got a good pair of walking shoes. Even this reminds me of something nostalgic, like an old video game place that we used to have as kids. Like, I don't remember seeing anything like that in the malls in the US. Then they have a movie theater. This is called Movie World. I can walk down here. I'll even show you what movies are playing. I haven't been to the movies in a while. What jobs pay in the mall? Again, I would have to personally ask somebody what they pay to be able to answer that question. But here, I'll show you the movies that are playing. Call Me Mother. They did have Avatar here. It's gone. I guess that was there. Like I said, I don't even go to the movies anymore. These are the movies that are shown. But they did have Avatar here. I remember seeing that. Yeah, K-Spitz. Like I said, I walk down this way. Filipinos have the right idea. Shop in the UK. So yeah, I'll tell you what, I buy stuff in there too. If I see a cool used shirt that's in decent shape, that's unique, that nobody else has, I'll buy it. Why not? I don't need anything like that. I mean, like I said, all the clothes I had in the US made me ill after I looked at all of it. But yeah, like, They have all this type of fun stuff. You know, all the, here, I'll just go through real quick. Yeah, it's busy in here. There's a lot going on here. I didn't even know they had stuff like this. A lot of there's ticket games. How can I get a setup for the Philippines? You need to get a plane ticket first. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm so worried about going there and finding the DFA section to get my passport. I think the DFA section's right down here. I've never had to go there, but I can look. DFA. I remember seeing something for passports down here. What are the steps? Yes, I'm in the Philippines, Levi Vaughn. I'm in the Philippines. See, they like people getting massages here. LBC. Well, there's an LBC delivery place. There's Globe if you're going to go with Globe eSIM card. Yeah, someday I want to go to Thailand too. I don't blame you. I would go to as many places as you could here in the Philippines, or in Asia for that matter. Resemble, they used to have a game room. Yeah. That's why I kind of laugh when people say Philippines is a third world country. I mean, I don't see third world country when I'm here in a mall. Trying to see, there was some passport place near here. I remember, so this is where I go get my eSIM smart card. That's where I did that, was right here in the mall. Happy New Year. Department of Foreign Affairs, Dumaguete. There's this, I think this is where you want to come to, Dimples. Department of Foreign Affairs, I think this is it, right here. I think it's on the second floor. Yeah, you got your Adidas stores. And I never tried that shoe, but apparently it's popular over here. But you got Adidas. And closest airport would be Dumaguete. That's but that's domestic flights. So if you're coming from abroad, you'd have to go into Cebu. Hey, Jerome, see, here's another friend. Are you watching it?
Yeah. I just turned it up.
Look, wait, hold on.
Happy New Year.
Wait. This is a friend of mine, Jerome. I met him many months ago. He's a Filipino and a good friend of mine. Like I told you, you meet the nicest people here in the Philippines.
Yep. Only here in Dumaguete.
Yep. Thank you, bud. How you doing? Happy New Year to you as well.
So I saw you pass by, so I figured.
Hey, no problem.
I was watching you, and then I was like, "This is here."
He's in the mall.
And I was like,
Yeah, this is like I said, this to everybody. Someone said you're cute. Soon to be married, but cute, but soon to be married. He's engaged to be married. I guess I'm invited, I think. I don't know what you're having, a big one or a small wedding or what you're doing.
Solemn.
Small,
few people,
yeah.
including you and Shay, of course.
Gwen says, the U.S. thing is Dave and Buster's, which is something. Good to meet your friend. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to keep on rocking. We got to hook up sometime soon. Let me know.
Weekend, I'm free this weekend.
All right, give me a shout out. I'm around, brother. Astoria, have you been to Astoria yet?
Yeah, I was waiting for us to go there and you introduce it to yourself.
Best place, man. The owner, Richie, is super nice guy.
I told my fiance about it. And she said that, yeah, let's go there for pizza, but we have to have Mike.
They don't open back up until January 9th. They're closed for a long holiday. All right, I'll talk to you later, brother. Take care, Jerome. Ah, it's so nice to run into friends. And he's one of several. Very good guy. I've known him since I basically got here. Moon Cafe, a lot of people eat here. I don't eat in the mall too much because there's just a little loud. Like I said, you're kind of exposed to everything when you eat in the mall here. Booty cream cheese. Thank you for the super gift. I appreciate that, Booty. Nice name, Booty cream cheese. I don't know. This is like a food court kind of here, you know, Lalem. I've eaten there before. We got Scoobies. And oh yeah, by the way, so people know, if you ever transfer anything through Western Union, there's one right here. It's called the Super Service Center, and this is where you can do your wire transfers for Western Union here in the mall. I don't know where Che is right now, because there's an currency exchange place right here. I don't know where Che is right now. She was going to the grocery store. I don't know if she was visiting her mother. But yeah, me and my walking, that doesn't go well with Che. I walk too much. She's not she likes exercise, but not this much. Yeah, that's what I say, Joseph. It reminds me of an American malls of the past, clean, orderly, and open. Yeah, and just more of a social atmosphere. It just, yeah, reminds me of malls in the 80s. This is Casa Lugan. But yeah, they have a lot of good food here. It's a mall. You got pizza, you got this, Scoobies. Janet Boyd, thank you. I see another super gift for you, Eric. You guys are too much. I appreciate it. But like I said, Western Union and currency exchange right there. I don't know, we'll get downstairs, the other part. Janet sent me a floating heart. Thank you, Janet. You guys, I appreciate it. You humble me so much every day. YouTube has been a blessing, and I'm glad I get to meet people and show them around. Maybe like something they'd want to experience sometime in their life. I even like just these simple little lights. So 80s. Edwin, hello, Edwin. Shoop's Wood Shop. Hey, Shoop's, how you doing? Desert Mainer says hello. Other than that, that's about it. As far as in the mall, like I think I went down, like I said, you got the grocery store in here if you need something. Tons of coffee shops. Another Sam's rival over there. You got Greenwich Pizza right there. You got Innisal. You have a Jollibee in here as well. Like I said, I'm just simple. I'm just showing you basic things. There's no acting, just me looking around. Like I said, I've gotten coffee there before. It's okay. Again, I don't come to the mall that much. The only time I'm here is if I'm walking this way and I want to get cooled off or something. But I've gotten a t-shirt here before. I do like the t-shirts here. Duma Power Walk, yeah. And like I said, they have a Jollibee, of course. I don't know if they have a Starbucks in here or not. People always ask me about Starbucks, but I don't think they do. How many minutes walk is your place from the mall? Okay, let me try and figure this out. I would say from my apartment to this mall straight, walking like 40 minutes probably like 40, maybe less, depending on how fast I walk. I do walk very fast. To me, the good walking for me, my health is speed walking. get the breathing going and stuff like that. So 40 minutes. That's guessing. I should look that up so I know for the next time I'm not. Yeah, SM Malls have a Starbucks. Ayala Mall has a Starbucks. Crow 7 says, where are you at? I'm in the Dumaguete Mall. Robinson's Mall is the name of it, but in Dumaguete. But yeah, it's pretty busy for the day after New Year's. The mall's always busy though. Like sometimes I'm like, well, people must be making some kind of money. Some people that they can actually come here and shop. They shop more than I do. Thank you, come to Malaysia, Miss Benizer. Maybe sometime. No, this is Dumaguete, Philippines, CRO 7. Jeff Johnson said, do you ever go out of the city? As far as walking, you mean? I have gone out of the city. I tried to live stream out of the city, but it was a little difficult because basically what happens is the signal just wasn't very good because of all the trees. I think the consensus of people thought the trees were interfering with my signal, and that's why I had a problem staying connected. But it's wild, I'm in the mall and I have a full signal. But I don't mind walking in the mall, like as long as I'm walking and moving. I used to do live streams when I would sit, but I don't like to sit. And to me, I think it's more fun for people to see things and people versus just sitting in a random place and like not doing anything. But that's me. Is there farms or fields out of the city? Yeah, Jeff, people farm. I mean, obviously you got sugar canes huge here, rice is huge here, coconuts, bananas, you name it. There's, when we were going to my girlfriend's province, like sugar cane fields as far as the eye could see, rice fields as far as eyes could see. Yeah, it's something else when you get out into the province, that's for sure. There's Jerome, my friend Jerome right there, JPIAO, some great to see you, buddy, small town, haha. That's for darn sure. But you know me, Jerome, I'm a walking fool and I'm everywhere, so chances of me running into people in Dumaguete, the percentages are probably high because I'm everywhere. But I appreciate it, was nice seeing you. Malls are so for place to be without the traffic. Yeah, but you know what? Here in Dumaguete, I don't feel unsafe when I'm walking. I don't feel unsafe. Bacolod, I did feel a little unsafe, and I'm not trying to always knock Bacolod, but the traffic is certainly different in Bacolod, especially if you like to walk around. The fruits there. Oh, you mean like the stand? You mean fruits like outside of the mall, ABC? You mean like where they sell fruit or just fruit growing? Well, actually, on my phone, it monitors all my mileage carries. A long time ago, I bought a Fitbit a long time ago, and actually they weren't very. The one I had years ago wasn't very accurate, and then I had an Apple Watch, and that was very accurate. But then I later learned that that same thing can work on your phone. You don't even need a watch. So then I had like a, I don't know, first, second generation watch. Fruits they sell. Well, here in the mall, once I get outside of the mall, I could show you fruits sometime. That'll be on my next live stream, ABC. Dimple said he is at the mall. It would be so far if he walks again. I mean, I could do it, but I'm probably going to save that for tomorrow's live stream. If you come back, ABC, I can show you all sorts of fruit all over the place. I mean, these are little samples of it, but nothing like you see in the public markets. I'm getting an occasional glitch. All right, I appreciate that, K Spitz. I'm probably gonna be, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stream for. Let me see what time it is, 3 o'clock. I'm trying to think of a fruit stand close by. Let me think here for a second. I think there's one across the street from the mall. I can do that. Raphael says Santa all. That's what I'm gonna do. I think I can find some fruit. I have to go across the street here though, so I'm gonna do that. Hopefully I don't have any more glitches, but I'm gonna get out of the mall. I'm actually surprised I haven't been glitching more here in the mall. Channel guide says, where are you, country and mall? Dumaguete, Philippines, Robinson Mall. Dumaguete, Philippines, Robinson Mall. But I'm gonna go outside and I know where they kind of sell some fruit down this way. Is it very, yeah, I would say the fruit is as organic as you're gonna get. I don't know about all of it, could some of it. I've never heard much about them spraying fruit, but then again, I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to, I've gotten a lot of fruit just right from a tree. Stuff grows wild. Coconuts, I mean, look at the coconut tree just right in the street. I mean, they're everywhere. But I'm gonna get down this way and see how my signal holds up. And there's another gas station down here too. ABC says okay. Uto says hi. Hansan Du, something like that, says hi. So I'm gonna go down this way. I'm gonna see how my signal holds up here. Now, if I would continue to walk down this road, it would take me into Bannylad. Anybody familiar with Bannylad? That's where it would take me. But I'm gonna try this for you guys. Mr. Rockstar, sorry to ask you, where are you? I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, and you don't have to say you're sorry. I'm just sorry that I don't see all the questions or comments, but like I said, it's usually fruit stands are everywhere, and I see one right now across the street from the gas station. I just have to pick and choose when I'm gonna cross. I don't use an umbrella. I don't even use an umbrella when it rains. I never use an umbrella. But here's a gas station, another one. I was trying to, well, yeah, see, there's prices there. Someone asked about a gas station before, and here's another one. 52.7 pesos. Diesel, 92 is 56.9. 95 is 57.90. Ziggy says, I don't use an umbrella either. Yeah, I don't use an umbrella. But here's another fruit stand. There's one right here. That's just one, like across the street from the mall. I can look down here. I'm not gonna go that much further, but I'm just gonna look down here for you guys. Just because I appreciate everybody that's here and been in my live stream. I also appreciate the questions, and as long as I catch the questions. But I know there's some more fruit stands down along this way too. Can you try to eat balut? When I try to eat balut, that's gonna be a live stream in itself. Always barber shops. Hello, Happy New Year. Barber shop. Good night, man. Appreciate the tour. Jeff Johnson, I hope to see you again. Appreciate it. Yeah, Mr. Rockstar. The power lines are, yeah, what some people might say are an eyesore, or you worry, but it's kind of like one of those things here. It is what it is, and you don't really, you don't think much of it anymore. I mean, I remember when I first got here and I saw that, I was like, that's a safety hazard waiting to happen. Mr. Rockstar said, am I an expat? Yeah. My name is Michael from the United States. Born and raised in Pennsylvania the majority of my life. Lived in Florida for almost 2 years. Now I'm living abroad in the Philippines, and I love it here. I'm a warm weather person, and love the people here too. That's another thing that makes it so special here. But yeah, I'm an expat. Where is the fruit stands? Oh, they're further down here. I haven't been down this way. You go on with everyday life. Yeah, basically. But I've walked this road so down. Yeah, I've never done a live stream this far down the street, so this is kind of interesting and it gives me an idea. At least I have my signal. I know there's a bunch of fruit stands down here, but I'm beginning to wonder if they might be closed. A lot of places are still closed the day after New Year's, which a lot of these places I think normally sell fruit right here and they're closed. Now I'm lagging. Okay. Now I'm lagging, Papa says. Yeah, I'll go back the other way. Like I said, these were where some of the fruit stands were, but I think they're closed. There's a gas station. Go and check out the prices. Yeah, Carrie, I'll go back to that gas station. I was just at. Mr. Rockstar says, good for you. Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just living life, taking it one day at a time. I don't think about tomorrow. When I wake up in the morning, I just am thankful that I get to wake up and get to go out and just live a simple life. And when a trip comes along, the opportunity for a trip, then I'll do it. Again, I tell people I'm not rich. I can't just go buy plane tickets every day and hop to islands. You got to budget things and plan stuff out, and that's perfectly fine with me. Because again, if I was still living in the United States, I'd be working, still doing that same old grind. You're glitching, but not bad. All right. Well, like I said, I'm gonna go back down this way towards the mall. I'm not glitching here. All right, so it got better. So yeah, like I said, you kind of learn almost what your boundaries are here in the Philippines. And I think someone suggested, again, I have to research it more. They said if I get a second cell phone with another SIM card, somehow I'd never heard of this, but they said you can kind of, I guess, work them both together and create like this, I don't know, super signal where I don't have any lagging issues at all. Yeah, Edwin, I'm going to be getting, well, coconut water once I get back to more into the city, but I'm heading back now. I was just going to show you this gas station and then probably call it a day. K-Spitz, if you wake up, your feet hit the ground, it's a great day. That's how I feel. Joseph says, how much a month to live on there? Again, it all comes down to what your tastes are. Like how nice of an apartment do you got to have? Like my apartment is 24,000 pesos a month, which includes Wi-Fi, a swimming pool, a gym. 24,000 pesos is equivalent to like $406. Here are the gas prices again. So diesel is 52 pesos per liter. 92 is 56, 95. Oh, you changed your name, Kyler. No wonder I'm like seeing, but you're in blue, so I knew you from somewhere. Patrick says, time for balut. Yeah, maybe at some point, but that's the mall, as you can see right in front of me. One of these days I'll do the balut challenge and you guys will all know about it. Dumaguete, Philippines, Warren 4083. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. And good morning, Mickey Gray. Happy New Year. My plans are just walking and talking right now, doing my daily exercise routine, and now I'm going to try and cross this street before this guy, well, he'll slow down. Reed says she is in the Philippines. Well, I mean, he is in the Philippines, but that's okay. I just wanted to confirm that he is in the Philippines. Joseph's asking about my Tagalog. I don't really know any. I know like kumusta ka, mabuti, I think maybe that's Ilonggo. I don't know if that's Tagalog or Ilonggo. I have a lot to learn when it comes to the Philippine language. Happy Guitar, Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at, Happy Guitar. Crime-wise, if there's crime, I don't know of it. I don't know of any crime. Mohammed says, what are you doing in the Philippines? It's awesome in the Philippines. Tagalog, okay, yeah. I kind of, hey, how are you? And that's kumusta ka, and then mabuti means I'm good. Where are you now in the Philippines? Christopher says, Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. Are you changing your live stream time in 2026? It's late for me, Eastern Zone. I might start it a little earlier, our Forex. If I started, here's just to give you an idea. I'm 13 hours ahead of East Coast time. So right now it's 2 a.m. in Pennsylvania. Me, it's 3:11 p.m., 13 hours ahead. So like maybe sometime I'd start it at 10 a.m. my time, which would be 9 p.m. at night your time on the East Coast. So I might adjust more if that's gonna help more people, but then I gotta take into account people on the West Coast too. So 10 o'clock here would mean 9 p.m. for you. 11 o'clock for me would be 10 p.m. for you, if that helps. Muhammad says, when are you coming back? I don't know. Patrick says, learn to say, why am I being arrested in Tagalog? Michelle says, do you just stream in the city? For the most part, yeah, I just stream in the city just because I have certain boundaries and I walk everywhere every day in the city anyway. So either I get current viewers or I get new viewers. But for now, until I can come up with another alternative as far as being able to stream outside of the city, I'm going to be more so in the city. That's kind of my boundaries for now. Yeah, Muhammad, just be careful wherever you are. Mikey says, where are you at? I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm going to walk back through the mall now because I'm standing still out here looking like a statue. My first time in your stream. Well, Happy Guitar, I appreciate you being here. I wouldn't forget a name, Happy Guitar. That's very unique in itself. So thank you for being here in the Philippines with me. Oh. Papa Gear said, anyway, it's 10 a.m. here in Kuwait. Just wanted to share. I appreciate that. I'm going to go back into the mall, but I got to show them my bag before I go in. Thank you. Oh. Oh, Happy New Year. Thank you. See, he wanted to be in the live stream. The security guy wanted to be in the live stream. That's so cool. I can't say, I don't know if that's ever happened before. How much is property over there? That I cannot answer about property. I'm sure it varies, and I'm sure it's a lot cheaper compared to what something similar size acreage or whatever we pay in the States. ABC says, I'm happy to be traveling with you as you show us your new hometown. Have a great afternoon, Mike. 2:23, I gotta get some rest. Do they talk English? Yes, Mikey, they talk English. Yep, that's why a lot of people, foreigners, like to come to the Philippines, because a lot of people are fluent in English. I just saved you $1,300. This is like being there. Coop says, do you see any African Americans? Of course I see African Americans. Everybody's welcome here. I've never heard of anybody, I mean, I don't know anybody of any race that had issues being here in the Philippines. Are you chilling at a hotel today? No, I have an apartment. I'm just walking, doing my exercise. But Patrick Sosa, that's funny, that comment. You saved me $1,300. Dazzle, Gino, yes. Hello, Robinson's Mall. You're right, Gino. My apologies. My eyes are going up and down, up and down. But I'm just about ready to end this live stream. I hate to go, but my battery's getting low. I'm gonna have to charge that. I need to get some coconut water. Yeah, if you change it, I won't be able to see you that much. Yeah, I'm kind of gonna stick around the same times. If I'd ever go any earlier than normal, I just go a little longer. You know what I mean? I don't care. Don't end your life, Mom, it says. Oh, let me see. Hold on. What do I got here? 315, Robinson's Mall. Mohammed, you know, if you're not a subscriber yet, you should definitely subscribe. I hope to see you come back. And if you haven't given me a thumbs up like for my live stream Walking Everywhere, please give me a like. Let me see. Mohammed says, please streaming. I don't want to start. All right, here's a little, I'm going to play a game. Let's see how long it takes me to get the 200 likes. That'll be, see if I can get to 200 likes. I'm at well, this is showing 186. So DJ, hey DJ, nearly 2,000 subs, 199, submit, it's free. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna go through the mall again. You're having fun there in the Philippines. DreamCon or DreamCan, I love it here in the Philippines. I don't normally hang out in the mall. This is just a little added bonus, I guess, just because I'm out and about and I figured I'd come to the mall. Mikey says, do you live there? Yes, this is my home away from home. Philippines is my second home from the States. I've only gone home once to the United States since July of 2024. Yeah, you saw the Jollibee's Coop. And KFC. If you, everybody always asks me if there's a KFC here. Where are you going now? I don't know. I'm kind of just walking in the mall because people didn't want me to go yet. I think coconut water is the healthiest drink ever. Yeah, I agree, ABC. That's what I gotta go get at some point. I need to go get some coconut water. I need to hydrate a little bit. Yeah, they have a movie theater here in the mall. It's actually upstairs. Oh, Dean McCon is in Mililani Town, Hawaii. Well, welcome from Hawaii, man. I'm jealous of you. Hawaii is obviously beautiful, but then again, I couldn't afford. If I was living in Hawaii, I'd probably still have to work a job. I wouldn't be able to live in Hawaii, that's for sure. But I appreciate you being here from Hawaii. I'm sure the weather is absolutely beautiful. Where are you? It looks like you're in Central America. MVM, I'll just Cali. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. Robinson's Mall in Dumaguete, Philippines. And hi, Noah Simpson. I see you. I see that big hi. I'm not going to miss that. Welcome, Noah. Mohammed says, I do subscribe your channel, dude. Well, thank you, Mohammed. Yeah, I think coconut water is better for you than regular water. That's my opinion, but I think the health benefits of coconut water supersede anything in water. Unless it's like very good natural spring water that's got natural electrolytes and minerals in it, which can't really get that water here. Hey, Half Century Outdoors, welcome my friend. How are you doing? Happy New Year, Half Century. Yeah, I'm in the mall. People wanted me to come to the mall earlier, so I came to the mall. Is there any coconut drinks inside the shopping center? Yeah, but I don't know if there's any all 100% pure coconut water, and I don't normally get that stuff. I don't like stuff with sugar. If it was natural honey in the coconut water, my favorite thing is coconut water, honey, raw honey, and calamansi juice mixed together. Oh, that's a great drink right there. Yeah, it is loaded with electrolytes. But yeah, I stay away from processed sugar. I'm more basically honey. And when I get a coffee latte, I usually get less sugar, sometimes simply just black. Yeah, Half Century. That's what I'll be getting a little later. I'll go to my spot where they crack me open a coconut and I'll go get some water. Alec Chameleon says, what mall are you at? Because I need to hang out, spot with friends. This is Robinson Mall in Dumaguete, Philippines. Robinson Mall. Yeah, I have my power bank. I do have my power bank, Mohammed. I appreciate it, but I came with my power bank. I usually just don't go. I usually go like 2 hours is like the longest. And, but I mean, I'm doing all right. It's not too bad. I have my backpack on. I can dig my power bank out of my backpack. Michael Fuller says, what is your main food of choice? Here in the Philippines, I probably eat more Philippine food than any other thing, but I don't mind eating Philippine food a lot. My food of choice is probably eggs. I eat a lot of eggs on a daily basis. Eggs, and more eggs. So eggs, fruit. I eat rice, obviously, vegetables. Let me get my power bank out of my bag. Hold on. I need to get my power bank out. Hold on. I'm gonna have to situate this a little bit here while I get my power bank out of my bag. So please bear with me. Is there a place in the mall that's my favorite? As far as like a favorite food, do you mean? Hold on, I gotta zip this up. Are you sure that you're suitable with Philippines food? I mean, I like chicken, I like beef, I like fish, I like pork, I like basically everything. I'd say it's pretty suitable. Place to eat, Edwin says, here in the mall. You know what, quite honestly, one of my places I like to eat in the mall that I haven't eaten here in a while, but it's like a wrap. It's down here. It's called Laylam. It's right here. I've been to this Moon Cafe, but there's another one in an area called North Point up near our apartment. It's outdoors. It's more beautiful, like you have the ocean to see. I mean, it's the same food here, but like I said, sometimes when you're in the mall, you feel like, if it's busy, you feel like people are kind of like sitting on your lap. Yeah, Papa, walking does make you fit, keeps you fit. Yeah, see this Laylam place? That's the place that I like. I usually get like, it's like egg and rice and chicken or beef on it, but that's a place I've gone to. Other than that, I haven't, there's another place I think I got like it was an avocado smoothie one time. It's down here. I can actually show you. Extern user says hello. Hello, extern user. It's right here. Now I have tried this. It's called Avocado Loco. And it was actually really good. But I haven't had it in a while, but this is what I've had before. This. It was an avocado loco, like a shake. But I don't think I got the gram on it. It was one of those. I forget which one. Hello. But that's good there. It's called Avocado Loco. Donnie says, hello, like number 198. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Mohammed says, where's the best place instead of a mall do you like to go to most in the Philippines? I wouldn't say this is like one of the favorite places I like to go. I'd say my favorite place to go to in Dumaguete is probably the boulevard. The boulevard is where I walk by the ocean. I don't know if you saw that earlier, but I'm a little bit away from there now. But that's my favorite place is the boulevard because there's a lot of people, the ocean, people doing karaoke. There's vendors there for food. Half Century says, that sounds good. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, I've gotten that once, and there was not a lot of sugar in it either. I remember the woman, I asked her before I bought it, because I'm very picky about stuff that I got. But yeah, instead of the mall, it's definitely, I like being outdoors. I'm not an indoor person. Again, this is fun, and sometimes you need to get things here, but I'm not a big indoor person here in the Philippines. I have every reason to be outside. Buy me shoes now. Sorry. If I'm not buying any shoes, Diane, I can't do that. I don't need new shoes. My shoes are good. That's cool that you're an outdoor person. Yeah, I mean, there'd be no reason for me to be in the Philippines if I didn't want to be outside. If I want to stay inside, I might as well go back home to the U.S. and hang out in the house. And I don't know, I just don't like that. I prefer moving around and doing things. ABC, I would visit, come to the Philippines, and then you can visit Thailand from here. Stuff is flights. I can give you one example. I have a friend of mine that traveled, I think he flew out of Manila or Bacolod, but he flew round trip to Japan from the Philippines, Bacolod, Philippines, round trip to Japan for 200 USD. Yeah, I brought 2 pairs of shoes with me when I came here. When I went back home, I brought 2 pairs of shoes for myself and another pair of shoes for my girlfriend. Muhammad says, Happy New Year to you, sir. Yeah, I'm from the USA. I'm from US, born and raised in Pennsylvania majority of my life, and then I also lived in Florida for almost 2 years. But this is basically the mall. There's not too much I can show you. And like I said, I don't typically hang out in the mall. I'd go stir crazy. I don't see anyone over 400 pounds. Very observant, Chad. Very observant. Not many. Maxwell says, you do YouTube, right? Well, yeah, I'm doing YouTube. I love living in the Philippines the short time I was there. Tom says 6'7". Miles Dixon says, I'm in Robinson's Mall in Dumaguete, Philippines. You want to say hi? Hello. There she go. Sotris says, so many people, OMG, I have social anxiety. Well, I don't get anxiety from a video. I hope not. I don't even think it's that busy in here today. I think it's kind of slow. Thank you, Chad. I liked and subscribed just now. I greatly appreciate that. I hope to see you again. Don't be a stranger. Always feel free to comment. And anytime, see now it's getting dark out here, but anytime that if I don't answer or see your comment, it's not like I'm purposely doing it. I just have to pay attention to where I'm walking sometimes, but it's a little cloudy, but it's all right. Mr. Rockstar said a sub 2. Thank you, Mr. Rockstar. Muhammad says, let's find your coconut drinks. Are you the guy who investigated different companies? No, I don't. I'm just a basic vlogger in the Philippines. I don't investigate anything. That'd be too stressful to investigate. I enjoy just walking all over the place and sharing my exploration experiences here in Dumaguete, Philippines. I don't have enough time to investigate anything. I'm too happy. That sounds like work. Investigating sounds like work. There's my future truck. What truck was that? That one there? Maybe or that truck. I don't know. There's a lot more SUVs here in the Philippines than I ever anticipated. Food AS91 says hello. About to investigate that. Ain't you, bub? Oh, that one right there. I'm assuming the white, what is that, a Nissan, or I don't even know. I'm so out of touch with vehicles anymore because I sold mine when I went back to the US. Cool, they're off-road there. Yeah, I'm surprised the amount of trucks and SUVs they have here in the Philippines. I figured they'd be cars that don't take as much gas, but I was wrong on that. Muhammad, I don't know. It's 3:30 now. I've gone well over my allotted time. I think I'm gonna have to give this live stream a break, and then hopefully you guys all come back. I need to get some coconut water. I need to chill for a little bit. Michael, congratulations on 2,000 subs. You can now give up smoking. Or maybe I need to start smoking. Nah, just kidding. I don't want to start smoking. Epic Raf, listen. See you, bub. Love you. Thank you, Pipe Fitter, Cindy, bye, Muhammad. Listen, come back. I will be back. I promise. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you who's here. I just need to take a little bit of a water break. Normally I take a coffee break too, but it's getting late for me to take a coffee. Cindy, no crying. We love you and appreciate touring with you. Hey, I love you guys. I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys. Next to the blue car. Oh, that's Suzuki? That one there? All right, Art Parks, hello, welcome. Melanie, well, I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, but listen, I appreciate each and every one of you guys been with me this whole time. I'm thankful, blessed. Thank you for your generosity, sharing your time. I love you guys all. Seriously, you guys make life even better than what it is here in the Philippines. So I look forward to seeing you guys again. Yes, Edwin, yes. My brother said he loves your live. Well, thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. I'm thankful that you guys come here. But listen, I'll be back tomorrow. Be looking for me, share me. And like I said, I'm thankful for every one of you guys. Have a good night, good morning. Thank you. Peace, love, happiness. Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless. Good night.